Have you ever felt a little unsteady on your feet, brushed it off as just part of getting older, and wondered if there's something you could do about it? You're not alone, and the truth is, those moments of wobbling or stumbling aren't always inevitable. In this video, we're diving into the 5 most common mistakes that quietly rob older adults of their balance. Everyday habits you might not even realize are putting you at risk. From the shoes you wear at home to the medications you take, these simple oversights can lead to dangerous falls. But the good news is, they're preventable. Stick with us until the end because the final mistake might surprise you the most, and fixing it could be the key to staying steady, confident, and independent for years to come. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1. Ignoring inner ear and vision changes. One of the most insidious yet common mistakes contributing to balance issues, particularly among older adults, is the failure to acknowledge and address subtle changes in the inner ear and vision. These two sensory systems are foundational to maintaining balance and spatial orientation, acting as critical informants to your brain about your body's position in space. When these systems begin to falter, often imperceptibly at first, your ability to stay steady can deteriorate rapidly, sometimes seemingly overnight. The danger lies in the gradual nature of these changes, which can go unnoticed until a sudden stumble or fall forces you to confront the issue head-on. Let's begin with the inner ear, which houses a remarkable structure known as the vestibular system. This intricate network of fluid-filled canals and sensory cells is responsible for detecting head movements and gravitational forces, providing your brain with real-time data about your orientation. When functioning optimally, the vestibular system enables you to turn your head, bend down, or move swiftly without losing your bearings. However, as we age, the sensitivity of this system often diminishes. The tiny hair cells within the vestibular apparatus may degrade, and the fluid dynamics can become less responsive, leading to subtle but significant disruptions. You might notice a fleeting sense of disequilibrium when turning your head quickly, a momentary wave of dizziness when rising from a seated position, or a vague feeling of being off when navigating familiar spaces. These sensations, while easy to dismiss as minor annoyances, are often early warning signs that your body's balance recalibration is slowing down. Compounding this issue are age-related vision changes, which work in tandem with the inner ear to maintain stability. Even for those who have worn corrective lenses for years, aging can bring declines in depth perception, peripheral vision, and the ability to discern contrasts in lighting or surfaces. For example, you may find it harder to distinguish between a step and the floor or to detect subtle changes in terrain, such as a curb or a rug's edge. These visual impairments can be particularly pronounced when transitioning between well-lit and dimly lit environments or when navigating uneven surfaces like cobblestone paths or cluttered rooms. The brain relies on precise visual input to coordinate movement, and even small deficits in the system can disrupt the delicate interplay between your eyes, inner ear, and muscles. When both systems, vision and vestibular, begin to falter, the risk of falls increases exponentially, turning routine activities like climbing stairs or stepping out of a car into potential hazards. Consider the case of Fred, a 79-year-old Navy veteran who prided himself on his physical resilience. For years, he moved with confidence, never suspecting that his balance was at risk. Then, one morning, he stumbled while stepping out of the shower. He didn't feel overtly dizzy, but something felt unmistakably off. Alarmed, he consulted his doctor, who identified fluid buildup in his inner ear as a contributing factor to his vestibular dysfunction. This issue, combined with a recent update to his eyeglass prescription that hadn't fully corrected his declining depth perception, created a perfect storm for balance instability. Fortunately, Fred's doctor prescribed medication to address the ear issue and referred him to a vestibular therapist for targeted exercises. Within weeks, Fred regained his confidence, but his experience underscored a critical lesson. The interconnectedness of sensory systems cannot be ignored. The takeaway is clear. Do not dismiss minor changes in your balance, hearing, or vision as inconsequential. Symptoms like occasional dizziness, difficulty focusing on objects at varying distances, or a persistent sense of unsteadiness warrant immediate attention. Schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation to assess your inner ear function, and prioritize regular eye exams to ensure your prescription supports optimal depth perception and contrast sensitivity. For some, specialized lenses with anti-reflective coatings can reduce glare and enhance visual clarity, particularly in challenging lighting conditions like bright supermarkets or outdoor settings. Additionally, consulting a balance specialist or vestibular therapist can help identify and address underlying issues before they lead to a fall. Balance is not solely a function of muscle strength. It relies heavily on the sensory feedback your brain receives from your eyes and ears. By proactively maintaining these systems, you equip your body with the tools it needs to move confidently and stay upright, preserving your independence and safety. Number 2. Wearing improper footwear at home. Another major yet often overlooked contributor to balance issues is the choice of footwear worn at home. It may seem trivial, but the shoes, or lack thereof, you wear indoors can significantly impact your stability. Many older adults, seeking comfort or convenience, opt for loose slippers, socks, or even go barefoot around the house. While these choices may feel cozy, they pose a serious risk, contributing to slips, trips, and falls that can result in debilitating injuries. Improper footwear is one of the leading causes of balance-related accidents in the home, where most falls occur. Aging brings changes to the feet that heighten the importance of proper footwear. The skin on the soles thins, reducing natural cushioning, while toes may curl or stiffen due to arthritis or muscle weakening. The arches of the feet can also flatten, altering how weight is distributed during movement. These changes make your feet less adept at gripping surfaces and maintaining stability, particularly on smooth flooring like tile, hardwood, or linoleum. Wearing footwear that lacks adequate support or traction exacerbates these vulnerabilities. Many slippers marketed for older adults prioritize softness over safety, offering little to no heel support, arch stability, or slip-resistant soles. Loose-fitting slippers can slide off mid-step, while socks, unless equipped with specialized rubber grips, provide virtually no traction, turning a simple pivot in the kitchen into a recipe for disaster. Take Doris, a 78-year-old grandmother of 5, as an example. She adored her plush, fluffy slippers, wearing them daily for their warmth and comfort. But one evening, while preparing tea in her kitchen, she slipped on the tile floor, fracturing her wrist and bruising her hip. Her doctor explained that her slippers, lacking a secure heel and non-slip soles, offered no stability for her aging joints, which were already less responsive. The fall was a wake-up call. Doris switched to well-fitted, rubber-soled indoor shoes with firm arch support and hasn't experienced a fall since. Her story highlights a critical truth. The right footwear is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for preventing falls. So, what should you look for in safe indoor footwear? Prioritize shoes or slippers with sturdy backs to secure your heel, robust arch support to maintain foot alignment, and textured, non-slip soles to ensure traction on various surfaces. Avoid flip-flops, loose slippers, or any footwear that leaves your foot partially exposed, as these increase the risk of missteps. Even at home, treat footwear as your first line of defense against falls. Regularly inspect your house shoes for wear and tear, as worn-out soles can lose their grip over time, turning once safe shoes into hazards. Replace them promptly when treads begin to smooth out. The good news is that safety and comfort aren't mutually exclusive. Many brands now offer supportive, cushioned shoes designed specifically for older adults, blending stability with ease. By making this simple change, you can significantly reduce your fall risk and continue moving through your home with confidence. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 3. Not adjusting medications that cause dizziness. A third critical mistake that undermines balance is the failure to monitor and adjust medications that cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or blurred vision. Many older adults are unaware that the very medications prescribed to improve their health can silently increase their risk of falling. These side effects may seem minor at first, perhaps a fleeting moment of wooziness or a slight blur in vision, but they can erode stability and coordination over time, often without clear warning until a fall occurs. As we age, our bodies metabolize medications differently. The liver and kidneys, responsible for processing and eliminating drugs, become less efficient, while changes in body composition, such as increased fat and decreased muscle mass, affect how medications are distributed. A drug that was well tolerated in your 50s may produce stronger or prolonged effects in your 70s, amplifying side effects like dizziness or grogginess. Blood pressure medications, for instance, are notorious for causing orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing that can trigger lightheadedness or unsteadiness. This effect can strike within seconds, leaving little time to brace yourself. Similarly, sleep aids, anti-anxiety drugs, and even over-the-counter antihistamines can disrupt balance by causing sedation, slowing reflexes, or interfering with the inner ear's equilibrium functions. The danger is compounded by a common misconception. Many older adults assume that feeling foggy, wobbly, or dizzy is a normal part of aging. This mindset prevents them from reporting symptoms to their doctors, allowing preventable issues to escalate. Consider Harold, a 76-year-old retired postal worker who began experiencing morning lightheadedness when getting out of bed. He attributed it to fatigue or dehydration and didn't think to mention it until a minor fall in his bathroom prompted a visit to his doctor. The culprit? His blood pressure medication had become too potent for his current physiology. A simple dosage adjustment eliminated the dizziness, restoring his confidence and stability. The solution lies in proactive communication with your healthcare provider. If you experience dizziness, blurred vision, or unsteadiness, especially after starting or adjusting a medication, speak up immediately. Your doctor may adjust the dosage, change the timing of your medication, or switch you to an alternative drug with fewer side effects. Never discontinue a medication without professional guidance, as this can lead to other complications. Regular medication reviews, particularly as you age, are essential to ensure that your prescriptions align with your body's changing needs. By addressing medication-related balance issues promptly, you can maintain your stability and reduce your risk of falls, allowing you to live actively and independently for years to come. Number 4. Poor lighting in key areas. One of the most insidious and often overlooked risks for older adults is inadequate lighting in key areas of the home, such as hallways, staircases, bathrooms, and entryways. This mistake is dangerously underestimated because it's easy to become accustomed to the familiar layout of one's own home. Many older adults assume they can navigate their space in dim light or near darkness, relying on muscle memory built over years of living in the same environment. However, as we age, changes in vision, depth perception, and reaction times transform once familiar spaces into potential hazard zones. Poor lighting can obscure obstacles, blur edges, and mask elevation changes, significantly increasing the risk of falls and injuries. The science behind this is straightforward but critical. As we age, the lens of the eye thickens, and the pupils become less responsive to changes in light, requiring more illumination to see clearly. The retina also becomes less sensitive, and the time it takes for the eyes to adjust when moving between well-lit and dimly lit areas increases significantly. For example, transitioning from a brightly lit living room to a shadowy hallway can create a moment of visual confusion, where depth perception falters, and shadows obscure critical details like the edge of a rug or the lip of a stair. Even a minor reduction in lighting can make it harder to distinguish furniture edges, steps, or thresholds, turning routine movements into risky endeavors. Consider the story of Nancy, a 72-year-old widow who prided herself on her independence. Her cozy home was filled with familiar furniture, and she felt confident navigating it at night with only a small bedside lamp. One evening, she decided not to turn it on, believing she could make her way to the bathroom as she had countless times before. In the dim light, she tripped over a stray shoe, fell, and fractured her wrist. 6 weeks in a cast and months of rehabilitation later, Nancy realized that her confidence in navigating low-light conditions was a dangerous miscalculation. Her story is not uncommon. Falls due to poor lighting are a leading cause of injury among older adults, yet they are entirely preventable. The solution is both simple and cost-effective, requiring only a few strategic changes to transform a home into a safer environment. Start by upgrading to brighter, daylight spectrum bulbs, in the 5000K, 6500K color temperature range, in high-traffic areas like hallways, staircases, bathrooms, and kitchens. These bulbs mimic natural light, improving visibility and reducing eye strain. Install nightlights with warm, low-glare illumination in key areas, particularly along pathways used during early mornings or late nights. Motion sensor lights are an excellent addition, as they eliminate the need to fumble for a switch in the dark, automatically illuminating spaces as you enter. For outdoor areas, ensure that porches, walkways, and entryways are well lit with weather-resistant fixtures to prevent missteps when arriving home or leaving after dark. Additionally, consider the placement of lamps to target specific tasks or areas. A floor lamp beside a reading chair, a table lamp near the kitchen counter, or a plug-in light at the end of a hallway can make a significant difference. Light switches should be easily accessible, ideally located at room entrances or near beds. For those with mobility challenges, remote control or voice-activated smart lighting systems offer a convenient alternative, allowing you to control lights without needing to reach for a switch. If installing new fixtures or wiring is necessary, consult an electrician to ensure safety and compliance with local codes. The goal isn't to flood your home with harsh, clinical light, but to strategically eliminate dark patches and shadows where hazards lurk. Proper lighting enhances not only safety but also confidence, allowing you to move through your home with greater ease and security. By addressing poor lighting, you're not just improving visibility, you're proactively reducing the risk of falls that could lead to life-altering injuries. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 5. Skipping balance exercises. Another critical mistake older adults often make is neglecting exercises specifically designed to improve balance. Many assume that general physical activity, such as daily walks, light stretching, or household chores, is sufficient to maintain stability. However, balance is a complex skill that relies on the interplay of multiple systems. The muscles, particularly in the legs, hips, and core, the brain, the visual system, and the vestibular system in the inner ear. As we age, these systems naturally decline, with muscle mass decreasing by approximately 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, and reaction time slowing. Without targeted exercises to challenge and strengthen these systems, the ability to recover from a stumble or adjust to uneven surfaces diminishes, significantly increasing the risk of falls. Balance isn't something that automatically remains intact with age. It's a skill that requires consistent practice, much like playing an instrument or learning a language. General activities like walking or gardening, while beneficial for overall health, don't sufficiently challenge the specific neuromuscular coordination needed to maintain stability during sudden or unexpected movements. For instance, walking on a flat sidewalk doesn't train the body to handle a quick sidestep to avoid an obstacle or to stabilize after stepping on an uneven surface. Specific balance exercises, such as single leg stands, heel-to-toe walks, or Tai Chi movements, are designed to target these skills, improving proprioception, the body's sense of position in space, and reaction time. Take Carl, a 74-year-old retired teacher, as an example. Carl considered himself active, walking around his neighborhood daily and maintaining a small garden. However, after nearly falling twice on his staircase, he was persuaded by his daughter to consult a physical therapist. The assessment revealed that while Carl's leg strength was adequate, his balance and coordination were lacking. The therapist prescribed a simple 10-minute daily routine that included exercises like standing on one leg for 30 seconds, walking heel-to-toe across a room, and practicing side steps. Within a few weeks, Carl noticed a marked improvement. He could step off curbs without hesitation and climb stairs without clinging to the railing. His newfound confidence stemmed from directly addressing his balance deficits, proving that small, intentional efforts can yield significant results. Incorporating balance exercises into your routine doesn't require a gym membership or expensive equipment. Simple exercises can be done at home, often using everyday objects for support. For example, try standing on one foot while holding onto a sturdy chair for 10 to 20 seconds, gradually increasing the duration as you gain confidence. Practice walking in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, as if walking on a tightrope. Tai Chi or yoga classes tailored for seniors can also be highly effective, combining gentle movements with mindfulness to enhance stability. For those with access to a physical therapist, a personalized balance program can address specific needs and ensure proper form to maximize safety and effectiveness. Neglecting balance exercises is a missed opportunity to maintain independence and prevent falls. By dedicating just 10 to 15 minutes a day to targeted balance training, you can strengthen the muscles and coordination that keep you steady, reducing the likelihood of a fall that could lead to serious injury. Consistency is key. Small, daily efforts compound over time, helping you maintain confidence and control in your movements well into your later years. Number 6. Avoiding assistive devices out of pride. One of the most perilous mistakes older adults make is refusing to use assistive devices like canes, walkers, or handrails out of pride or fear of appearing frail. This reluctance often stems from a deeply ingrained belief that using such tools signals a loss of independence or vitality. However, avoiding assistive devices when they are needed doesn't preserve independence. It jeopardizes it, as a single fall can lead to injuries that drastically limit mobility and quality of life. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults aged 65 and older, and many of these incidents could be prevented with the proper use of assistive devices. The stigma surrounding assistive devices is understandable but misguided. Many older adults associate canes or walkers with weakness or aging, viewing them as a public admission of decline. Yet, the reality is that these tools are no different from other aids, like glasses for vision or hearing aids for auditory challenges. They are practical solutions designed to enhance safety and support independence, not diminish it. Refusing to use a cane when balance is unsteady is akin to refusing glasses when vision is blurry. It increases risk unnecessarily and invites preventable accidents. Consider Margaret, an 81-year-old retiree who resisted using a cane for years, even after experiencing several minor stumbles. She believed she was managing fine and didn't want to be seen as old. However, a fall caused by tripping over a rug resulted in a fractured pelvis, requiring a lengthy recovery and significantly impacting her confidence. After the incident, Margaret reluctantly agreed to try a lightweight, folding cane with a stylish grip. To her surprise, it not only improved her stability but also restored her confidence to move freely, whether shopping at the grocery store or visiting friends. Her story highlights a critical truth. Assistive devices don't diminish independence, they enable it. Modern assistive devices are far more user-friendly and discreet than their predecessors. Canes come in a variety of designs, from foldable models that fit in a purse to those with ergonomic grips and vibrant patterns. Walkers are now equipped with features like padded seats, storage compartments, and smooth gliding wheels, making them practical for both indoor and outdoor use. Handrails, grab bars, and stair lifts can be seamlessly integrated into home decor, maintaining aesthetics while enhancing safety. For those hesitant about permanent changes, temporary or portable options are widely available, offering flexibility without compromising function. Beyond safety, assistive devices can unlock greater activity levels. Many older adults limit their movement due to fear of falling, which can lead to muscle weakness and further balance issues, a vicious cycle. By providing stability, devices like canes or walkers reduce this fear, encouraging more movement and social engagement. This increased activity can strengthen muscles, improve coordination, and enhance overall well-being, creating a positive feedback loop that supports long-term health. If you're unsure whether an assistive device is right for you, consult a healthcare provider or occupational therapist. They can assess your mobility needs and recommend the most appropriate tools, ensuring a proper fit and usage. The decision to use an assistive device isn't a surrender. It's an empowered choice to prioritize safety and maintain an active, fulfilling life. By setting aside pride and embracing these tools, you can prevent a single fall from changing everything, preserving your independence for years to come. Thank you for joining us today and sticking with us through this journey to better balance. Now that we've uncovered the 5 common mistakes that can quietly steal your stability, from ignoring inner ear changes to skipping balance exercises, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that surprised you or made you rethink your daily habits? And more importantly, what's one step you're ready to take to protect your balance and independence? Drop a comment below with that one lesson you're taking away and how you plan to put it into practice in your life. Your thoughts inspire us and others. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us keep creating content to inform and empower you. Stay steady, and we'll see you in the next video.